Hey, my name is Shanisha. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 things I would tell my younger self. Thank you for coming right here. Just want to remind you that my channel is all about sharing stories, topics, and tips from my own life that can inspire you to share yours. Alright, so 10 things I would tell my younger self today, back then. First thing, don't care about what everybody thinks of you. Oh my goodness, Jesus. I wish I would have told myself, man, caring about what everybody thinks, what everybody wants from you, don't worry about it. It's okay. You can't please everybody. Just do your best. It'll be all right. Guess what? They didn't create you. So if you care about what they think, all you're gonna do is try to live up to their standards and what they have to say about you, and you'll never be happy. So, God created you, and what He has planned for you is way bigger than anybody else can ever plan for your life. Hey, people are gonna be people. Everybody's gonna think that you should do this or that, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do exactly what you were created to do. If you just focus on who you are and what God created you to do, you'll be all right. Oh, Jesus. It's okay to try something new. Why not? Just try it. If you fail, it's okay. If you don't get another opportunity, cool. Just try it. Sometimes I think that we forget that the best things in life, you have to practice. You just never know what you might pick up. You never know what problem you might solve. You never know who you may meet. If you just worry too much about what if I don't do good at it, then maybe you won't ever find out, because you gotta try something new. Pay attention to important people. Oh my goodness. There are people that are going to come into your life at a specific time, and they may not come back again. Or the time they come into your life is for that specific season that you're in. Come here, pup. Sorry, my little baby. So if you don't take advantage of the people that are in your life in that moment, you may not have that opportunity again. And there's some connections you may need in the future that if you would have taken care of those people at that time, it would have been better for you. Alrighty. Well, you're gonna have to go outside. You can't come in here while I'm trying to make videos. Why are you looking away? That's so rude. You know I'm on camera, huh? Alright, yeah. Girl, you do not need a boyfriend to validate you. Okay? It is okay to be single and to love yourself and to have fun with yourself. It is okay. Having a boyfriend does not give you any more points than you already have. You are amazing. You're beautiful. You don't need their validation. And boys are just a waste of time and a lot of money, okay? So you don't need a boyfriend to validate you. God has someone special for you in the future. Why go through all that drama and emotion and spending and drama and more emotion and stuff going crazy and missing and all of that for what? It's not worth it. Yo, being a Christian does not mean you gotta be perfect. I'm gonna just let that sit right there. Being a Christian does not mean you have to be perfect. Sometimes we think as believers that we have to just be super holy. Oh, thou freest in thine pasture of the living water is through the river. Is like, no, perfection, there's no way we could be perfect. Jesus is the only one that's perfect, and so therefore we don't have to be, and we can't. And so all you have to do is do your best to live your life according to the word. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to try to be something you're not. If God wanted you perfect, then He wouldn't have created you. I'm gonna let that one sit right there. Yeah, because I came out a hot mess. Okay. Oh my goodness, this one. I wish I would have learned this sooner. So what? Everybody else is doing it. So what? So what? Everybody else is starting a business. So what? Everybody is starting the same topic you want to talk about on YouTube. So what that everybody is doing it. You can do it too, and you can do it your way. And there's enough people in the world that will want your product or hear you speak. It is okay. Like, oh my goodness, I struggled with that so much. There was so much I wanted to do in life, but I would always Google it first to see if it's already done and then talk myself out of it. Talk myself out of it. It's already being done. Imagine if Burger King would have said, oh, there's already burgers. McDonald's is making them. We wouldn't have a Burger King. We wouldn't have options. If one restaurant would have said, this restaurant is already making it, we wouldn't have options. Oh my goodness. It's okay if everybody's doing it. You can do it too. You can do it your way. Add your own sprinkle of creativity on it and go for it. And you don't have to copy anybody else to be great. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Sex does not make them stay with you. It doesn't. Sex does not keep a boyfriend. Does not keep a man. Nope. Don't make them act right. It don't make them buy you more stuff, and it darn sure don't make them turn into a Christian man and love Jesus more. You can't convince them. You can't make them go to church. Sex don't keep them. Nope. It doesn't. You're just giving yourself away, thinking that they're gonna stay, thinking that they're gonna love you more, thinking that that's gonna make them have a connection with you that'll never break. And I know we've all been taught this for years, so it's nothing new. Like, everybody says this, but for some reason we think as a new young girl in life that, oh, maybe because it's me, they're gonna want to stay, or maybe I'm so special that guy is just gonna stay. No, never happens, never will. And unless it is the right guy that God has for you, that will wait for you to have sex before marriage, that will wait for you to have sex after marriage, he'll stay. Those will stay, but not before that. No. Won't do it. Nope. For me, at least. I've heard miracle stories. I've heard stories of couples that, had sex before marriage and they got married still, but I don't encourage it because it's not always that way for everybody. And to put yourself out there, the chance ain't worth it. It's not enough chance in the world. The percentage of him staying versus him not staying is not worth it. It's not worth taking a risk. I'll put it that way. So, oh my goodness, big one. Don't worry about what you're gonna major in college. It's important to know what you're gonna major in because you don't want to waste your time or money. You don't want to waste your time or money, but at the same time, don't over worry and stress. Like, I over worried and stressed. Now, I'm not saying not to choose or not to, make it your business to find out what major you'll choose. But don't over stress about it to the point where you miss out on the whole experience of college because you're too worried about choosing the wrong major. Go with your gut. Go with your passion. Go with the very thing that people always say you're great at. Find those key phrases that people always compliment you on and go in that direction. I know that's like not the best advice, but usually the thing you're supposed to do in life in that you're going to be good at is a thing you should major in college. Just don't stress over it. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it. Enjoy your experience and really just, if you choose the wrong one, so what? You tried something new. Oh my goodness. Spend more time with Jesus. Oh my goodness. The stuff I could have avoided if I would have just spent more time with the Lord. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Just praying more and reading the Bible more. How much I would have avoided. How much I probably wouldn't have gone through or experienced if I would have just spent more time with God, because I would have been convicted more. I would have been, challenged in my faith and in my walk. I would have known how to pray and ask God for things instead of feeling like he's some big God that just is like, don't sin, don't do anything wrong, you gotta be perfect. Like, if I would have seen God as the way I see him now, and Jesus is like this loving father and friend and one I can go to and you know, read the scripture that says that he's been through everything we could ever come across. Like he's a high priest that knows the very things that we go through. Like if I could have understood him from that perspective, oh my goodness, how much stuff I would have avoided, how much drama I would have avoided, how much heartache I would have avoided. I thank God for the journey I did go through and for him keeping me safe. Even though I didn't even spend the time I knew I should have spent with God, he still was right there with me. So I don't regret it. Maybe it would have been a little more stress-free, but I don't regret it because God's love, there's no need for regret when it comes to God's love, because he uses every single thing that you go through for his glory, and it's just a beautiful thing. I wouldn't be here making this video right now if it wasn't for God's grace, his glory, and just his awesomeness. He's such a loving father. Oh my goodness. There's no such thing as a 10-year plan. Listen, you're not gonna be married by this age. You're not gonna have a big house by this age. You're not gonna have a nice car by this age. It's just not gonna happen the way you plan it. I mean, you can plan to be purposeful, like you can plan to prosper. Yeah, you can plan, but it ain't gonna all happen like you see it. You know, so don't stress about it. Don't worry. That's like my key phrase in this video is don't stress or worry about the cares of this world, about life. It's not worth it, because you make plans and you have all of these high expectations of yourself, and then when they don't happen, you don't want to live anymore. You don't want to, you know, try anymore because it's not what you expected it to be. What I would say is, now looking back, yeah, plan goals, set dreams, see yourself in the visual, have a vision for yourself, but don't set it where it becomes an idol. Don't make it so in stone that if it doesn't happen, something's wrong with you, something's wrong with God, something's wrong with everybody around you. Like, it's okay. It's so okay. It's so okay. Don't stress. Here's the main two things I wanted to share. Probably the biggest thing that I wish I could tell myself back then. It's okay to say you need help. It's okay to say you don't have it all together. It's okay to admit that you are in a whirlwind of a disgusting cycle of mess and you don't know how to get out of it. You don't know how to shake the temptations you're faced with. You don't know how to encourage yourself out of suicidal situations and thoughts. It's okay to say you need help. You're not crazy if you need a counselor. I have a best friend right now who's a counselor, and just hearing her share stories with me of how she's gone to counseling and she's experienced her own seasons of dry places, and like hearing her share that, I wish that was a common conversation back when I was younger, because I would have so gotten help. Man, like, it's okay. It's okay to admit to a friend, a believer, someone who's close to you that, hey, this is what I struggle with. And I don't know if anybody else struggles with it, but I need to tell somebody and I need help. I need encouragement. I need support. I wish I would have had somebody I could tell that. And I did. I have many people around me that loved me and cared about me, and it wasn't them. It was me. I thought I didn't have anybody I could tell. I thought it was a bad thing to say I needed help because I had to be perfect. I had to be a good church girl. I had to be the one in my family who was gonna make it with no problems. This is the thoughts that was in my mind. Nobody else thought this about me or had these expectations of me. A lot of times when we are the one that a lot of people are looking up to in our families and in our friendship circles, a lot of times we feel that pressure to always have it together, and it's okay when you don't. It's totally okay. That's my biggest thing. It's okay to say you need help. One more big thing is abortion never goes away. Abortion, the experience, the memories, the regret, everything that comes with it never goes away. I remember going to abortion clinics and hearing the phrase, you know, this is going to be really simple, it's going to be really fast, and you know, after this you can move right on with life. And reading that online and reading that in magazines, like everything's going to be okay after your abortion. It's just another form of birth control. And really believing that, okay, after this time I'm gonna be all right. After this time it's not gonna happen again. You know, I remember that when I was in the clinics, they would offer me birth control and I would always say no, this ain't gonna happen again. Lying to myself, psyching myself out, because I knew I was in my heart, in my mind, I really believed it wasn't gonna happen again. But I wasn't doing the right things that would cause it not to happen again. I wasn't changing my circles. I wasn't changing, you know, my temptations with guys. I would feel bad and regretful about having sex before marriage, but I wasn't doing enough dramatically to change my outcome, if that makes sense. So it never goes away. But let me share this one thing. Though it never goes away, there are some wounds we have that never go away. But when they heal, they heal. Just because the scars are still there doesn't mean that you're still feeling the pain. I still have scars to this day from a moment where I tried to commit suicide. I don't still feel the pain of those cuts, but I still see the scars every day, every week, every year. And those scars remind me of where I came from. It remind me of how God blessed my life and how God brought me through that situation. But to think that abortion is one of those things that'll go away, it just creates scars after scar after scar. What it does is it really just makes you feel numb, or it makes you feel anxious, or it makes you feel a lot of regret, and makes you feel like there's no hope for you. And so my thing is that I would say to myself when it comes to abortion and how it doesn't go away would be, hey, you can get healing after this. Seek healing. Tell someone. Share your story. Share your struggles. It's okay to say you need help. And it's okay to admit that you don't have it all together. But don't lie to yourself and think that it's all going to go away, because it doesn't. Every Mother's Day. Every Mother's Day, I think about it. Thank God I'm healed. Thank God that I sought healing, and it's a forever process. Even going through healing almost a year ago, it's still fresh, but the first step is always the hardest. And once you begin to take each step after one another, it gets easier. It gets easier. So that's all I wanted to share. These are the 10 things that I would share with my younger self. If you have 10 things that you would also share with yourself, write it in the comments below. I would like to hear about it. I do like talking, so comment down below. I will leave a reply. If you haven't already, don't forget to check out my other videos linked below. Come back every week. I post a new video each week, and it's just me sharing my story with you, hopefully to inspire you to share yours. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Like this video and give it a thumbs up. Bye.